Tres, dos, uno. Yo, what's going on? How are you? Welcome in. Much love. What's up? We're back for a final match of Naya Marvels, and once again, we're getting paired against Aggro. Yeah, this is the last match of the league. Welcome in. I hope you're doing awesome. Much love. My name is Trav. This plains is super awkward, and the traverse is pretty awkward too. And once again, if you really want to smash this matchup, you saw yesterday we did pretty decent. If you really want to smash this matchup, this grapple should be Kozilek's return. Otherwise, you can get run over, which looks like that might happen. Here's my game plan, is to harness lightning, that exemplar. I don't believe they play combat tricks. We found out yesterday. I'm going to throw it at this exemplar, and yeah, so after this match we're going to move on to a different deck, play a little bit of modern. I might play the same deck but switch it up with some blue, harness lightning that, and then we can traverse. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. We might play standard meta decks. I just want to... The opponent only has 2 cards left, is the good news. So we will have a good chance of surviving. I like Servant, but Servant's pretty interesting. I do like Servant. Traverse for a forest, and then we can game trail revealing a forest, and then we can cast a Servant or a Grapple or a Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot. I like Servant. It has the highest upside here because we're not actually in danger of dying on this next turn. Servant threatens to block these Thraben Inspectors, forces them to use a removal spell if they care to, and if they use a removal spell, it's going to set us up moving towards Grapple. So, good news, the opponent just spent 4 mana drawing cards. Gives us a lot of time. Interesting. Yeah, the Servant play ended up working out very well. There's an Emrakul, which is decent because time is a thing. So I'm going to throw down a Puzzle Knot, and then probably be ready to grapple end of turn. Again, Kozilek's return would be pretty saucy. Gideon. Yikes. 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 Smart play by the opponent. Let's go ahead and grapple here and see what we can do. Really need an untapped land. Forest. And we hit. And we have Delirium. So we'll be able to untap and cast Ishkana, but this turn we're going to take a pounding. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could chump with the Servant. I don't think we want to do that. It seems like we can chump next turn if we really care to. Okay, and we're not that far away from an Emrakul either. So, pass the turn, hope they don't have Declaration in Stone. Even if they do, we haven't lost on the spot. Interesting. What trick are they showing right now? I don't know. I don't know. Go like this, and 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 take 2. I don't think we can get burned out. They don't have any red mana. Alternatively, we could put Actually, I like this more. Keep our life total high. I like that a little bit more. Could have spent more time on thinking that, but basically, like, I just want to keep our life total as high as possible. Okay. We survived at 7. See if there's another Gideon coming. No Gideon. I was expecting another Gideon, so 2 exemplars. Okay. That's a lot of damage, but 5 card types. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can play Emrakul next turn. That is going to happen. This is a 4th game in a row without drawing Marvel, but guess what? We don't really need it. Puzzle Knot, and we can crack the Puzzle Knot to gain the life. And the Puzzle Knot will get us to 6 card types. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Ow, taking a lot of damage right now. Some people don't like playing Aether Hub in Mardu because actually we don't know that they're playing Mardu, but because it fucks with the mana. And I get that. Block, block. Gonna take 5 to 8. And get to untap and cast Emrakul. Make a few poor attacks and that should be game. And we'll be able to go into the next game with a much better setup. Traverse for another Emrakul. Traverse, keep in mind most people play Mountain there still. You definitely want Traverse if you're not playing it yet. It's just too good. Nice. There's an unlicensed disintegration. And a land. So we can have them play a land and unlicensed disintegration their own creature. Or I was gonna say Cultivator's Caravan and have them do that. We probably just don't even want to have them do that. I would want to play Veteran Motorist. And scry some garbage to the top, but I shouldn't have had them play the land. That was a small mistake. But I don't think it's going to matter too much because we're at 8 and they have no creatures anymore and just 2 cards that don't do a whole lot. Oh yeah, we could have had them play Caravan and do 3 damage to themselves, and it probably doesn't matter. The Caravan couldn't attack anyways, so arguably that was not perfect. Could have been slightly better. Traverse, what do we want to traverse for? Do we want to get another Emrakul? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we want to get another Ishkana? Harness Lightning. Definitely going to Harness Lightning that. So much energy. I'm going to Harness Lightning. Okay, you have a blocker. Harness Lightning. I'm going to Puzzle Knot just because I'm going to traverse. And I'm going to get another Emrakul. And I'm going to attack. So was that 100% correct? I'm not sure. It seems like a choose your own adventure of how to win in that instance. Like so many different ways to win. Okay. I know that we want the bombs. I know that we want the Ko's returns. The grapples are slow and unnecessary. The planeswalkers are not at their best, and I think that's all I'm going to change. We still want the Marvel Nut draws. Haven't drawn it in days. I don't really like Chandra and Nahiri. And I think we just want a million Emrakuls actually because it's our route to victory. I do like Worldbreaker again, but I don't want things that cost a million. And Ishkanah's so good. I don't really want more sevens when the danger is dying extremely fast. I still don't like natural state because in general I hate narrow answers. I want my cards to always be live. Sometimes you catch a turn 2 copter and you're happy, but a lot of the time it's just a waste. I'm going to keep this. The opponent mulligans again. I don't love this hand, and I could have seen it as a mulligan because it's 5 manas, but there's certain things that I like about this hand. If there wasn't a vessel, I 100% would not have kept, but there was a vessel. So it seemed like a fine keep. Vessel because we can go get our Ishkana, or we can go get our whatever. Meanwhile, on the opponent's side, always good to pay attention to what the opponent's doing. Very, very, very mediocre start for them. No 1-drop. And then it's hard to say if they're tanking on their second turn. They could just not be there. They could be tilting and they don't have a 2-drop, or they're just doing anything in the world, checking their phone, or they're debating which one to play. Okay. There's a G-bomb, which I like. I don't mind just playing that right now. Why play Galvanic Bombardment right now when they can get that thing back? Because time is the biggest and most important factor right now. Not dying is the key. And then we have so much excess energy that I'm going to use the hub for mana, and I'm going to use the mana for a vessel because it's most likely, unless we draw Marvel on the next turn, even if we draw Marvel on the next turn, it's most likely that we really want a vessel right now. There's a Thalia, which is certainly annoying, but we have enough basics that we can circumvent it. So going to go ahead and forest and attune with the Aether. If the opponent untaps and plays a Gideon, it's going to be very hard to win this game. I think I'm going to play the Puzzle Knot, because this opens the possibility of top decking Marvel and jamming it, and then next turn we could Vessel for it regardless. Or do they have land Gideon? They don't have land Gideon, so we're okay. There's another Forest. I want to go Vessel and Puzzle Knot on this turn. And we've got infinite untapped lands, which is good. We've got a lot of energy, which is good. And we're not under so much of a clock that we're going to die right away. Although Thalia is definitely annoying because it makes it a lot harder for us to stabilize with Emrakul or Ishkana. How to beat aggro with this deck. Just crush them. Trample your enemies. Just crush them. It's about understanding the axis that they win on and the axis we lose on. Galvanic Bombardment, they're Scrounger, but it can come back. Yes, but again, we're losing on the axis of time, so we'll make up that card, right? We just need to not die. All right, opponent plays nothing, so have to be aware of the possibility of looking for Marvel right now. Very interesting. Marvel or Ishkana. If we take Marvel, we're leaving only one Ishkana in our deck. However, I'm going to take the Marvel. The Marvel can certainly backfire, but the Ishkana can backfire as well. The Marvel at the least is going to get one spin of the roulette, potentially for an Emrakul. And Emrakul is coming soon. 2, 3, 4. Marvel. I'm not going to Marvel right now because I don't want to give them a target for Unlicensed Disintegration, and whatever we play is coming into play tapped anyways. And this gives us more of a chance to choose. I might want to get a Kozilek's return, so I'm going to open up that possibility right now. There's a Traverse for... It's very interesting. We could Traverse, but I think I prefer to Galvanic Bombardment. Oh, they didn't bring back their Scrounger, which is interesting. I'm going to Bombardment. Why? Because Traverse would be good for that Ishkana, but tempo is still an issue. We can probably untap and crack Puzzle Knot and Marvel, but we couldn't do the Ishkana as well. They might have another Thalia if they do, it's whatever. There's Gideon, but turn 6 Gideon is very beatable. It's annoying, but it's beatable. There's another Emrakul with 5 card types, and Puzzle Knot is going to get us to 6 card types, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to be able to Marvel next turn, or Emrakul next turn. I'm going to Marvel. I think I like Marveling in combat. Why? I want to get around Declaration in Stone. I just don't see it mattering. I want to get around sorceries, and if we're going to Emrakul, there's only 2 Emrakuls. I don't think this matters a whole bunch, but I'm going to Marvel in combat. There's another Marvel, which can get us to 4 energy, and then we can Puzzle Knot. I like Marveling again. Sure. Here's another spin. Going for Emrakul or going for We could have a really weird situation where we untap. I'm going to crack this right now so that they don't have a window to remove it. 20 life is not a bad place to be either. Okay, keep this one. 2 energy, whatever. Spin the top again. There's an Emrakul. And there's a Traverse, but we probably want the Emrakul. We have too many Emrakuls. I guess I should have done it during my turn, perhaps. So, counter target spell. That's interesting. So we get their next turn, and then they get a turn. But then we're going to cast another Emrakul, so we're going to get their next turn, they get another turn. So I definitely fucked up by waiting because it got countered. 8. We're taking 10 as well. Mistakes were made. We're going to have very interesting 6 card types. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, Emrakul number 2. Do they have another counterspell? Wow, do they? Oh, they're going to kill their own creature. Weird. I guess so that they can't, at least won't lose their Gideon. So, ooh, why though? There's a copter. Destroy target creature. Well, can't kill our Emrakul anyways. We could minus Gideon, but that's just tempo gain because we're not going to be able to pick this off. We could play copter. Remember, they get another turn, and then we take their next turn, and then they get another turn. I'm not exactly sure how that works. I'm pretty sure we're going to get another turn that we take control of, because the first one says they take an extra turn. Oh shit. I think they get 2 extra turns right now, and we only controlled that one. I'm not 100% sure. I don't consider this to be like a mistake. I'm just kind of learning how this happens. So they get an extra turn, and I think they get another extra turn. I believe they get this turn, and then they have even another turn. So maybe we'll die. I think a key is to not expose ourselves to that unlicensed disintegration. Selfless spirit. Okay. And a 2/2. And then I think they get even another turn. So I'm kind of learning. Oh, they didn't. Weird. How does this work? So they're close to dead, but I think it's more important that we don't die. So I'm going to take off the Gideon. And then Emrakul yet again. We could play an Ishkana, but Emrakul seems better because we can make them sacrifice their Selfless Spirit and make them discard with Copter. And we won. Yeah, that's how you beat Aggro. 4-1 that league with this deck. I'm going to do something new, different, so vote on that. Also, 3 secrets to winning more, the difference between amateurs and pros. Link at the top of the description. New class I put out for y'all, so sign up for that. Join the email list. Get updates, emails when I go live on Discord or Twitch. If you want to be on that list, you want to take that class, that course, and have an opportunity to sign up for the mastermind. For the filthy casuals, we'll be back tomorrow with more gameplay. Much love. Magic for good. Take care. Take action.